Meghan Markle here.
All right, today is what? September 7th, 2025. It is 9:08 a.m. I've already did a recording in the middle of the night, and then I went on editing whatever I did yesterday or the day before. So I should be editing right now. But I hop on Twitter and there are a lot of things being said. I'm leaving the politics out, okay? I'm trying to, but I have to peek in every now and then. One of the things in terms of politics is about this I just saw regarding the US Open, and it seems like broadcasters are telling TV station not to air, if there is any booing, to not to air it. So let's see what's gonna be trending after the final, the men's US Open final. But anyway, let's leave politics out of the way. So there's a lot of things going on with Harry and Meghan, and I think Harry went to the UK regarding Well Child and probably some other engagement. So let's focus on those tweets, and there are some TikTok videos that I want to listen to, so I have to do the recording. All right, so this is another version of Kate's engagement when it was raining, and this is a different angle of the same video we've seen, and it's slightly longer than the previous one. The way Kate stood there and grinned like an idiot instead of putting her umbrella over the kids. You know what that remind me when I see that little kid jumping around? When I was in college, there's a kid I used to babysit, and that day after I pick him up, it was literally near his house. I pick him up from school, and there were a lot of snow in the corner of the street. And this kid, he probably maybe was 6 or 7 years old. He did not want to go home. He wanted to just jump on the puddle. Guess what I did? You think I was going to fight with him in the middle of the street? I let him jump. I just looked to see if there's any cars coming or whatever. I let him jump in the puddle and make a mess. And once he got home, it was easier for me to give him a bath to get him ready instead of fighting with him again, because his clothes was already wet. So yeah, that's what this remind me. Kids, you know, they will be kids. And when my kids were younger, I let them be. Or if I know there's gonna be an area where there's gonna be puddles and all of that, I made sure to walk far away from it. But anyway, so this is the first tweet, and let's listen to there'll be screenshot with the video. Look at the kid. Okay, so let's give this teacher credit where credit is due. All right, she went and grabbed the kid and there's that teacher with the long coat trying to cover the other kids with her jacket, and they're trying, but the first thing is, don't even go outside. Okay, so now they're bringing their rain jacket. So why didn't they put that on before they step out? There's these teachers coming with the rain jacket. Why didn't they have the kids put that on before they went out? Especially with that type of sweaters with the kids' uniform. It's gonna be soaking in. I hope the kids had changing clothes or something, or call the parents to bring, and then they're gonna disturb the parents from work. Oh Lord. Like a changing clothes. Usually, I don't know what grade is that. When my kids were in pre-K, there was always an extra clothes and their cubby. So I don't know if the kids have extra clothes in their cubby or depend on what age these kids are. The way Kate was holding the umbrella somewhere here, it actually was putting water more onto the kids, like right here. It was, this is, I don't want to blame her too much, but the kids should not have been outside. That's all. Let's see. I didn't know little kids getting soaked in the rain could be so funny. Well, kids will enjoy it, okay? That I'm not gonna be on that, because I've experienced it with my own kids and a kid I used to babysit. They see puddle, they're gonna jump in the puddle, okay? But the thing is that we as adults, we know better. If the kid's gonna be in school for the long day, I don't know if this is near the end of the school day or it's in the middle of the school day, you have to think of the kids being in school for the rest of the day in a wet clothes. This is why we have adults. We're supposed to know those things. And the kids don't care. They don't know. It's after they finish have their fun. Okay, they're not thinking the next 5 minutes. They're thinking in the now. They're having fun and things like that. So it's us as adults to say, okay, now let's think 10 to the rest of the day, 10 minutes to the rest of the day, how the kids are going to be. Do you want them to stay with the wet clothes for the rest of the day and them getting sick? All right, so this is where the adults come in. The kids will be kids, okay? They see puddle, they're gonna jump in puddle. They see the rain, some of them will be more than happy to play in the rain. Let's see, there's 2 comments under it. Okay, always acting for the camera. The PR photos are more important than kids getting soaked. Notice how high she holds the umbrella so they can get their PR photos with the whole face in them. That's an ad. Alright, let me do 2 more tweets under that and then that'll be it. Okay, low IQ and no leadership skills. How on God's green earth do you not lead the children inside or at least hand over your umbrella? She needs to do some self-reflection and stop being stuck on stupid, because this can be real life. No urgency to protect the kids. The space between her and them was heartbreaking. She then have the instincts to pull them closer into her personal space to shield at least their heads and faces. In hindsight, I'm sure she is rethinking this over and over. If not, she needs a new team. Alright. Next, you know, she'll blame the black teacher. Therefore not preemptive the rain. Next, you know, she'll blame the black teacher, therefore not preempting the rain and bringing along the entire kid's jacket. Okay, my reply to another post about this. Let's see here. This is just confirming what the leftover left behind royal family are really all about. It's all about me. As long as they can get a photo app. One thing I know for sure, if this was Prince Harry and the Meghan Sussex, they will have made sure to cover the children with their umbrellas first. There's some spelling here. Where was William? Afraid of getting his hair wet? This what they two of rain get? Okay, it's what they two of rain gate, and Kate is still being dragged by the weave for this. They were sheltering and she literally forced them out into the rain for her PR. Oh, so I learned something here. Allegedly, let's say allegedly. But then again, we did see them walk out. Okay, this is the last one. These two. Next week, Kate will have a photo app with her hugging black kids. What I really don't understand, how she can continue a PR conversation with the kids while the kids are getting wet. She's so oblivious to what's going on around her. No empathy shown to the kids, just this big grin on her face. All right, let's get to the next one. Now, this has to do with her stylist. I'm not going to go over this too much, but the squad were talking about it, so I decided to put it. All right, Kate Middleton stylist Natasha Archer divorces palace photographer Chris Jackson. Did her exit spark Kate's bizarre new look? Wasn't she the one the squad was saying who follow most of Meghan's friends and people that somewhat have some connection to Meghan? She was following them. Is that her? But anyway, she's getting a divorce. It seems like. Allegedly. I don't know if it's true. Kate Middleton isn't a girl. Take a minute to click and read this fine article. Obviously, adrift without a stylist. Lives continue to fall apart. So Chris rather choosing Kate than his wife. Okay, we don't know. Okay, we don't know what's going on. We do not know. Let's just say allegedly. I sometimes wonder if this bizarre new hairstylist is deliberate in order to garner attention, as they know Harry and Meghan are preparing on home ground attack. This is all they got, bizarre hairstyles to get attention. I did say they did that on purpose, but for the purpose of the fact that so people don't talk about William, because William was in that engagement where the kids were soaking in the rain. So I did say the moment that I saw it, I was like, this can't be. They probably had to make her look bad so William could look good. This is the mindset that they have. I don't know how this work, how this make both of them look good in the eyes of people, because when you married, you are a team. Before you step out, you look at each other, fix each other, make sure each other looks good, whichever way that you dress. But no, they have to put somebody else down so that the other one could elevate. I don't know how this works. But to them, whatever goes in their brain, it works for them. But they need to leave Harry and Meghan out of their crazy competition. Alright, next tweet. The media Kato born because she's gonna be, was it future queen? Future, the way they spell it. Okay. The media Kato's born because she's gonna be future queen, but we all see the gaslighting and double standard when it comes to Meghan. Based on the world reaction to this wig, her disappearance, and off and on weaponized illness, no one gives a shit about her current and future status. It's true. They play people too much. I told you in past videos, the day that she came out, she said she had precancerous kind of thing. My cousin called me and told me, oh my God, she has cancer. Go watch on TV. And when I was looking at the CNN video, it was a little bit later after that. I didn't rush to go look. And I said, nah, okay, she's dying. That's what I told my cousin. And then when I was watching the video online of the CNN, I believe it was with Anderson Cooper, the doctor that CNN brought in as their professional into the field, medicine, the doctor didn't understand what Kate was talking about, because a doctor. He never seen or experienced this type of gibberish thing she was talking about. But whatever, let's listen to this. This is 1 minute and 39 seconds. Screenshot, okay?
See, now I'm pissed off because let Meghan come through with that wig, do you understand? And she would have been chopped up. That woman came to tell us that she received death threats, that she was suicidal, she wanted to take her own life, she had a miscarriage, she was being bullied. Nobody gave a damn, do you understand? Mm-hmm. But when I want to speak about the fact that Kate Middleton is wearing that wig, for some reason now, we're being insensitive, it's a bit too much, people are doing too much. This wig is crazy, do you understand?
This wig is crazy. It's the way he said this wig is crazy. But the thing is that these people, the squad have said in past videos that it's the royal family who allowed that to happen, because when it was time to go after Meghan and Harry, they just let people be. But let's take this into consideration as well, okay? Because nobody's really talking about the blood royals. So Kate is being thrown to the wolves now. Okay, keep that in mind. Nobody's talking about William. Well, yeah, they do. Because in terms of his age and comparison to the way he looks. So some people are talking about it. But they're trying to deflect all criticism, all whatever social media attack away from the blood royal. First of all, okay, we are not talking about the two main ones that we should have been talking about around this time during his reign. That's the freaking horse and sausage figure of what they did to Princess Diana. This is their doing. They're the one who's doing that, so nobody talk about them. To talk about how they treated Princess Diana when she was alive. Keep that in mind. So we all are talking about this one. They threw to the wolves to talk about her. Meanwhile, the blood royals, not too many people talking about William, but some people are talking about William. But the key one here, the ones who mistreated Princess Diana. Not too many people talking about that. Is the topic of how they treated Princess Diana, anybody bring it up now? Nope. Okay, that should have been the talk of Charles' reign. How he mistreated Princess Diana, how the queen consort F her way between the two married couple to divide them. Okay, the horse divide Princess Diana and Charles. Okay, she was humping his, you know what, when Charles was married to Princess Diana. Okay, nobody's talking about that. Keep that in mind. Let's go back to this.
And this woman does not pay. This woman does not even pay for healthcare. This woman it is not on the NHS, free healthcare. She's got private 24/7. She's very wealthy with all of that stolen money. So they should be able to get her correct when it comes to her hair. I don't know why her fans are saying that she ate this look. The only thing that she ate was Prince William's hairline, and that's gone. So I don't understand why people coddle Kate Middleton, irrespective of any illness that she has. That doesn't mean that she's gonna come out like this and no one can say anything. When her hairstylist, her hairdressers, you know, even William, anybody could have set her up straight and say this is the wrong thing for her to do. Especially because she barely makes appearances now anyway. So when she does step out, because she looks great when she goes Wimbledon, but you know, this is crazy. And so people are gonna react to it. This is the queen to freaking be. But people are so quick to coddle Kate.
And we need to think as well, this might be a deflection as well, because Farage was in the US. And I consider him being in the Senate where, what's this guy? I mentioned him not too long ago. I forgot his name. Just look at the screen. I'll put his name. That senator was really grilling Farage in the Senate. Okay? For inciting things, and just go watch that video. Okay? So maybe this is a distraction for us not to see what's going on, and because there's a lot going on in the US. All right, but let's continue.
But when Meghan was out here saying that she wanted to off herself and that she had a miscarriage, people were laughing. The media was trashing her. Even Kate Middleton herself made Meghan cry for no goddamn reason around her wedding. But because this woman wants to buy Temu wig, go to Party City and buy one get one free wig, now suddenly we can't say nothing. One word that we say, we're immediately insensitive, we're rude. It's crazy. Don't piss me off, man.
Okay, let's see some of the... that GIF. That GIF got me out of... I didn't expect that. She's in chemotherapy. That's why this person... Does GIF express the squad's feeling? If you were in front of them in real life, maybe that's, well, the squad know how to control themselves, but the GIF express what they feel. Hair unique and blackface. She got preventative chemo for precancerous cells that were no longer present, announced a full recovery, and went skiing in the Alps twice this year. She needs light, more therapy, and a better wig. I'm not friendly to derangers under posts. Get lost. Okay. Said this about them two leftovers left behind royal family members a while back for just this reason. Okay, I said a while back the British media are not doing them any favors by keep hyping them up every time, because they will believe the hype nonsense and will think they are not doing anything wrong, so will keep making fools of themselves for all to see. Yeah, I think it's a deflection. Something either for people not to talk about Charles and Camilla, who knows what they're doing. We need to look at all direction because they love to throw diversion. So this might be a diversion for something else. And then she kept her mouth shut and let people disrespect her and drag her, whatever. And then William, and probably for William to look good or whatever. Buy one, get one free wig. I know that got me. You can bet Workshire Willie will be at Aston Villa today watching England versus Andorra. The jealous of Meghan is serious. All right, let's go to the next tweet. All right, this is a TikTok video. Okay, so there's JTB. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is a Northwestern grad with a double major and an embassy internship. Stop acting like she isn't smart. Underestimating her just shows how uninformed, unintelligent, and stupid you are. Alright, who's saying what? I have a video of her when she was in one of the night shows they ask her about her education. There it is.
What did you study at college?
I double majored theater and international relations, and then I went and worked for the U.S. Embassy for a bit. And
where?
In Argentina, in Buenos Aires.
That's sensational.
Isn't it
You
great
speak Spanish?
I do now, but they speak
Right.
a very different kind of Spanish. It's
Okay, so now let's listen to JTB. Let's start all over.
It never ceases to amaze me that the haters will always underestimate Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex's intelligence and honesty. It's embarrassing for them at this point. They claim to this idea that she's just some actress that got lucky, when the receipts tell a completely different story.
Even if, okay, she was lucky to get a I mean, certain things, yes, there's luck, but your luck have to attach with your skills. Because I don't see me being able to remember a whole bunch of lines as an actor to do the thing. But hey, there's a skills there that whoever hired her, like for Suit, saw the skills in her. Okay, luck and skills have to be attached together. So I don't know what these people are talking about. People could open the door for you. Once the door is open, it's all you. Can you do the work? Look at what's that one? The one we were just talking about with the wig. Kate. Okay, she's over there. The door opened for her. Is she displaying her true potential? All right. So she's being dragged left and right with her incompetence. So there's that as well. All right. Let's continue.
Meghan graduated from Northwestern University, double majored in theater and international studies. That's the same Northwestern that produced Stephen Colbert, one of the sharpest political satirists on television, the same school that trained Julia Louis-Dreyfus, an Emmy-winning legend who built a career on wit, the same place where Senator Tammy Duckworth and former Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel sharpened their minds before taking on Washington. Northwestern doesn't hand out degrees to lightweights. And Meghan didn't just sit in a classroom. She interned at the U.S. Embassy in Buenos Aires, proving she had the brains and the ambition to move in political and diplomatic spaces long before she even stepped into Hollywood or the royal family. That's a woman with vision and discipline. Look at the pattern in her life. From acting on a hit legal drama, to running the TIG when lifestyle blogging was still uncharted territory, to navigating and ultimately outsmarting one of the most archaic institutions in the world. Meghan has shown strategy and foresight every step of the way. That's intelligence. She's not underestimated because she lacks smarts. She's underestimated because people are threatened. Threatened by a woman who's not only beautiful and accomplished, but educated at the same level as some of the most respected voices in entertainment, politics, and culture. Meghan belongs in that category, and she's proving it every single day.
Northwestern is very proud of her because the brain that she has, Northwestern is right up there, and then Meghan is displaying it. Okay, her brilliance. Let's see here. Let's pause that. What is this here? I spoke with Northwestern University alumni who came out to watch the royal wedding. We love the fact that Meghan is over here with that focus on doing good things and having a global awareness. Fantastic to have her as part of our community. All right, so this one is 1 minute and 44 seconds. I never seen this. Maybe I did, but don't remember.
Anna, why are we seeing so much purple out there today?
Gail, well, as you know, Meghan is a graduate of Northwestern University, and all of these folks here have connections to Northwestern. Ruthie, I know you have had a very long day. You actually flew in from Chicago this morning.
Exactly.
Why was it so important for you to be here?
Oh, there's so many reasons. I think primarily I'm soon to be a graduate of Kellogg, but a Northwestern proud and true person at this moment. As a woman of color, this fairy tale love story is something that I was super excited to cover actually for Northwestern as someone who's interested in media and journalism. I think being here with everyone as we represent just some of the things that Meghan does in terms of, striving for excellence, communicator, giving back, all the things that really are super big values here, I think all of us represent and appreciate as well. So
do you agree with us? You're nodding.
Absolutely. The alumni club, there are more than 1,000 alumni in the UK actually, and I think we're all quite global people, and we love the fact that Meghan is over here with that focus on doing good things and having a global awareness. Fantastic to have her as part of our community.
And you have lived in London.
As I'm listening to this, is that the world, the magnet that sometime I mentioned, was trying to move in a positive way. Okay, the royal wedding, you had President Obama and you had President Biden and all of that. The magnet was trying to push us in the right direction. But the devil was like, nope, we do not want that. So I hope people are opening their eyes, because there are so many great human beings amongst us who's doing small little things, but their small little things are very impactful. But so many of us want big stuff quickly without doing the foundational work to have a stable foundation. And each time we reach somewhere of doing good, to continue to build up on, nope, the devil comes right in and switch people's brain and make them go savage. I mean, the way that the world was moving, was trying to move forward, despite many other things that were going on. But if we had built on the positivity that were happening, we would have been really far. But now, I don't know where we are. I don't know where we are. It's like we take 2 steps forward and then we just took 50,000 steps back. There's a lot going on in the US and the UK too. But the UK, like I've said with the UK, they're very masterful with psychology. They know how to do their damage subtly without you noticing it right away until it happened to you. All right, but the US is showing it full blast. So let's see how we move forward. Let's listen.
In more than 20 years, you told me. This is your first royal wedding.
Well, not quite. I was a half attendee at Charles and Camilla's, so I lived nearby and kind of rolled out for some local festivity there.
Real quick, what did you guys do when the carriage rode by?
Go Cats!
As you can see, there's a lot of school spirit, and as a former Northwestern alum myself, Meghan is somebody that a lot of these people who are from Northwestern feel very proud of. Back to you guys.
Oops, let's pause. Fact and contest delivered unapologetically. Thank you, sir. Meghan Sussex, let's put it big. Meghan Sussex is and always has been educated, accomplished, and successful. The other royal women cannot match her generosity, intellect, or ambition, and that is precisely why they continue their effort to diminish her. Yet, in their attempt to batter and undermine Meghan, they only expose the failures and shortcomings of the rest of the royal family. As I was reading this, I'm thinking, like I said a few minutes, brilliant minds that are and were and was among us, like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and so many other great leaders, black and white, in every culture. But it seems like when they try to lift us up to go to the next level of improvement, the devil goes and shut them down, silence them. I don't know when we're gonna learn. Haters have to lie to talk about Meghan's life because they can get over her success. Thank you for doing this video. Northwestern is a top university. They underestimate her level of intelligence. They don't listen to what she's saying in her interviews. They pick out the superficial. That's because they don't understand what she's saying. She has brain and beauty. The deranged trolls don't have the intelligence to look at Google. Now do AOC, please. There's that. I mean, if you asking, you could do it. Tell it, no lies detected. Thank you, 100%. There's the thumbs up. Okay, so this one is from JTB, but it's not a video. It's a doll. I put the side note for myself. I'm like, my God, the squad. I'm deceased. I can't stop laughing. What a mess, laughing my ass off. So he retweeted that. Oh my God, the squad or something. There's me here 49 minutes ago. OMG, I can't. I just can't anymore with the Sussex squad. Why y'all take me out like this? I can't. And plus, this is the weekend. Today's Sunday. So some squad, they do their mess online and then they go to church and pray. They come back and they continue the fight. I mean, there's that. How to say you don't have friends without saying you don't have friends. There's that. The squad are just laughing. Let's go to the next tweet. I'm not gonna go into the retweet. I'm trying to do it really quick now because I have a lot to edit now. Right. So if I'm gonna do 2 parts, so this is where I'm gonna start the new video.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.